I have lots of interests that probably spurs from my upbringing. My father was an engineer. He was always kind of DIY, making things and including us in it. And so we always had that mentality that, oh, we can do whatever we want, we can make whatever we want, we can learn that and do it ourselves. So always repairing things or creating things on our own.
This is Matt Bristow, Makerspace Coordinator for KU Libraries. His job? To help foster a creative space for students.
We have a lot of different offerings, anything from 3D printing to audio and video recording and editing, and then all sorts of arts and crafts that students can come in and kind of spur their creative energy or de-stress to allow them to unwind and work on a project they want to work on. Makerspace can be anything you want it to be, and we're making it here. We're doing things that are unlike what other university makerspaces do. For instance, propagating succulent plants, starting a seed library, and it's just a matter of what you're interested in and what you think students might be interested in, and something that can spur that creative energy in the students.
Matt has many skills, from 3D printing to green screening, and it's his career path that's taught him those skills.
I did not see this as the next stepping stone in my career path. I have a journalism degree from here at KU, and I did both print journalism with the UDK and also with the TV station. And after graduation, I went into photojournalism, and I worked at a few newspapers, and that kind of culminated with just kind of burning out just because of the workload. With small town newspapers, you're the primary photographer, the only photographer, so it's kind of a drain over time. It's kind of funny that it kind of comes full circle. After I got burnt out with newspaper, I was like, okay, I'll just take a stable, well-paying government desk job. When I met my wife, it's kind of like, she's a musician, she plays the piano, re-spurred my creative energy. So we play music together. During the pandemic, we had a tiny porch concert.
She's got a way about her. I don't know what it
When his wife graduated and got her professorship, she got a position in Indiana. This was an important stepping stone in Matt's path.
It was like a time to reset. It's like, okay, what can I do? Are my capabilities in journalism, are they still relevant? While I was there, I had a position in the media center at the university, helping students with similar things that we actually offer here in the Makerspace.
Matt didn't just help students. He continued his education, getting a degree in history, and even created a historical documentary series while working for the media center.
Then we wanted to move back home, and so I saw this position. I was like, well, that doesn't really sound like something maybe that fits my skill sets or I have experience in. And my wife really encouraged me. It's like, oh no, I think you would be great at this. You like all of these things. And one aspect was 3D printing. And I was like, well, I don't have any experience with that, but I'm familiar with it, but I can learn. That's the biggest part of it. It's like, if you have an interest with it and it feels like something that you could do, it's always a possibility to learn that and acquire that skill set. If you see that you meet some of the criterias, the preferred qualifications of the job, but don't meet all of them. Don't write yourself off as saying, oh, well, I have these capabilities, I have this professional experience, but I don't have this. It doesn't mean that you aren't qualified for that position. Don't sell yourself short is what I've been told often. Like, sometimes you forget how awesome you are at doing something, and you sell yourself short. So it's good to really advertise all that you're able to do and let your credentials shine.
Matt has a unique perspective on his past, one that has helped him tremendously.
A lot of people do say that, oh, I wouldn't change a thing about the path I took to get to where I am career-wise. Looking back, you always have those second guesses. What happens if I did this, or what happens if I did that? But I try not to dwell on the past. I think that every step I've taken, whether it's been something that's advanced my career opportunities or you could see it as maybe hindering them. I see it as an important step to getting to where I am, and the things that I've learned from both the positive experiences and the negative experience have shaped me as an individual and helped me grow and prosper in my current career.
Matt's future is bright, but he may not even have to leave the Makerspace for a change of pace.
Where do I see myself in 5 to 10 years? You know, this is a great career opportunity to be here at KU, and the educational opportunities that I could expand upon are right here at my fingertips. And so who knows where my interests might take me, what education I might pursue. You know, what is the future of this Makerspace? What does it have to offer? It's whatever direction we want to go in. What interests students are constantly having that are constantly changing. It's up in the air, and I like that part of like journalism. It's like every day at the newspaper, you didn't know what the story might be. It is always changing. So having that aspect of new and exciting opportunities and stories to tell, whether you're telling somebody else's story or you're part of that story, I think that would definitely be part of my future career. My wife and I are in the process of closing on an old farmhouse on the other side of the lake, 1865 stone farmhouse that needs some loving restoration. And so that is my next Makerspace project, I guess, and will be the location where I can expand larger Makerspace, personal and professional Makerspace possibilities.
While Matt's house is set stones, he has a piece of advice for anyone questioning their alternate pathway.
If you're about to graduate and don't know, or you're uncertain about what the future holds for you, or if you're currently in a position and are uncertain if that's the career path for you, nothing is set in stone. Don't be discouraged by if you're uncertain about your future. You know, I'm an indecisive person, so it was hard to lock down like, oh, I definitely want to do this career path, because I had so many interests and I was uncertain of how I might turn that into a career. And yeah, the people's interests change. People have multiple interests, so just by going down one path, you're not locked into that for a lifetime. And also, yeah, if you're uncertain, you know, but you're interested in it, go for it. And if it doesn't work out, there are always other opportunities that you can pursue. So don't be afraid to chase your dreams, and don't be afraid if it doesn't work out, because there are other opportunities out there for you.